Okay everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel today. We're back on GT Sport and it's a video about the absolute joke of a system that is a penalty system that has been incorporated into the game on the last patch. You read it in the patch notes, they made changes apparently to make the penalty system better, but I think whoever decided that these penalty systems were better must have been on something very strange when they said this, because or if presumed that this was a better system. And I'm not going to take, the reason I'm so annoyed is these have to be tested. So this system would have been tested out at some point, and clearly, whoever tested this, I don't even think it was tested, to be brutally honest. I mean, it should have been, but there's no way this system could have been tested, because unless you've got people that are literally driving around as if their cars are made of eggs and don't want to touch, even slightly touch or even make a move on anyone, and just drive around like a train, you might as well just drive around like the AI on old Gran Turismo games. Where we don't make a move, and that's the only way you're going to get through a race pretty much without getting a penalty. I think I did get a couple of races where I managed to keep it clean because I was in the lead or at the front, or I just let someone go because I was scared for them to make an overtake on me. I actually did it in one race with the guy who was in this race. It was a favourite. It was like the 4th or 5th race I did. It was a bit fair after this race, but we actually let him just overtake us because I just thought, I'm not even racing you because I was on a different strategy and I knew I'd beat him anyway. So I just let him overtake me and get past me because I didn't want to battle him, because the risk of getting a penalty was just so massive, and I just thought it's just not worth doing, and I ended up beating him by 5 seconds at the end. So that seems to be the way they want you to drive, by basically not wanting to battle. They want you to basically drive around as if your car will break at any touch, and it's not enjoyable. The fact that the penalties also are just so unpredictable that they give you them when you've done nothing wrong is really frustrating. All this footage in this video was taken from, I think, 3 separate races. A lot of, pretty much all, the majority of the footage was taken from one race, the first race I had, and I was close to thinking that's it, I'm not playing this game ever again after this, but I just carried on and just tried to get some decent races. So you can see there, going through for turn 1 at Brands Hatch, really close to the guy in front, no contact at all there into turn 2. I'm just thinking, yeah, we're racing nice and close, it's good fun, and suddenly we got a 2-second penalty. Now, I can't just lift and get rid of that straight away because I've got a guy behind me, so I try and get out of the way now. I realise I've got the penalty. I think it took me a bit to realise. So I've got the penalty. I get out of the way on this straight bit now. I'm trying to back off now for this corner because I can't really just stop dead on the corner, or that's going to cause more issues behind me and give other people penalties and myself penalties. But because of that, we've gone through the split there timer, and it adds even longer onto the time that you've been given the penalty for. The system is so bad, I can't even put into words just how bad it is. You can see there we're down to 7th place as another guy makes a move. So through no fault of my own, just driving, we're having a good battle with Verstappen there, we've lost five places for no reason, or 4 or 5 places, something like that. So we're going to have a little look to see, did we even make contact with the guy in front? So having a look here, no contact through turn 1, you can see, nice close racing, kept it clean, and then looking into this corner there, no contact. The only thing I can think is the guy behind has actually contacted us and hit us, but the game's decided that we deserve the penalty because the game has no brain. So let's have a little look. Let's see if there was contact. Now I think there may have been here. If you look there, you can see me go forward a bit. I could hear it on the revs, but I get the penalty for that through just racing and keeping on the track and not doing anything wrong. The game is such a mess at the moment and it needs fixing fast. Here's another incident going in, I think again similar kind of thing, but this time we're going down the left hand side, giving him space, staying to the left, a little bit of scraping, nothing harmed, we scraped the side of his car, that's it. He didn't lose any control, we didn't, nothing, but we get a penalty again through just having a race and wanting to battle with someone, and this is all started basically because the game has put us down with these penalties. There was another one before this as well that put us even further back that I didn't, I think I must have forgot to upload it to the USB stick. So it's laughable that there was even more, and you can see there we've had to let these guys go past, and then we have a little slow motion of this clip now. So have a little look, we're racing. Tiny, I don't even think there was even any contact. If there was, it was minimal. It was just fair, clean racing. I went around the outside, gave him space for the inside, he took the inside. No concerns for both of us, and then suddenly I've got a penalty for no reason at all. So we're going to go through to the next one. You can see a lot of cars close together. I'm trying to get my way back through the field after all these stupid penalties. And you can see there, going through the corner, we're giving the guy on the inside space, but he runs wide, hits us, and then suddenly we've got a penalty again. Yeah, thanks so much, Gran Turismo Sport. You know, thanks for that penalty for doing nothing wrong again. At this point I was starting to laugh because it's just like, how can a system be so bad? So then we're going to go on to another issue now. You can see the guy in front there. I go to the right hand side to make a move because he's going really slow. He blocks me. I back out of that and think, what the hell? So this is the guy that dive bombed me as well. So I go down the inside again. He blocks that, so I fake that move, get to the left hand side, expecting he'll give me a bit of space. He pushes me off the track. I literally have nowhere to go. So he's pushed me off the track. 2-second penalty. Thanks a lot, game. Another one there. Really nice of the game to give people penalties for no reason at all. And what makes it even worse is because we went through the split we had no chance to get rid of that penalty, it adds another bit of penalty onto the penalty we already have. So an absolute, you know, the fact that you can get a penalty that close to the split timer and it won't let you get rid of it through to the next split is an absolute joke, and the whole system it really did make me a little bit annoyed. So we're going to go on to another issue here now. First lap, you can see there we nearly lost it. I think we got tapped by the guy behind. That's why the back end went loose, and we get a 2-second penalty. Again, through no fault of our own. It really is not good enough that this is happening in GT Sport in sport mode, and it puts me off bothering with these sport mode races because it's going to affect your rating, it's going to affect your safety rating. It's just laughable that this even exists. I mean, I think luckily for this we managed to get back up to 2nd place because of the strategy we were running, and it's to do with the issue I found with the game. You're going to see, look at my laps remaining there, 12 laps remaining on fuel, and look at my mixture 1. There's a massive issue with this car, and I'm going to show you guys in a video tomorrow when we upload that, and really look into what it could be that's causing the issue and giving the BMW such an advantage. Anyway, so carrying on with this now, I'm going to show you another issue that happened just after that one. So we got that penalty, and then going through to this corner, you can see the cars ahead are battling, touch there, so I don't know what's going on. So I'm just trying to see back and think, where am I going to go? I go down the right because I can see the issue. He swipes into me, not his fault, he'd lost control. However, with that and the fact that guy then hit me behind, it gives me a 5-second penalty. At this point I was ready to literally throw my TV out the window. It was getting that annoying. It was just so frustrating. I mean, luckily I knew I could get back through the field anyway, the no pit stop strategy I was running, so I wasn't too worried about the position I'd end. I was more bothered about the fact that it's just so frustrating that this exists in the game. It shouldn't be existing. So we got another issue as well, and this was a separate race, going into first corner again, lap 3, going through the corner. I think I might have been given a little bump from the guy behind, the same guy that gave me it before. I get a 2-second penalty, he gets it as well. I didn't even, literally have no time to react to it, so I'm on the inside, try and lose me penalty. You literally have to slam on, which isn't safe. I don't think you should have to slam on. That is going to cause more issues. So the guy who was behind me gets ahead of me because of that. So the whole system is a mess, really. How they're going to fix this, I say just go back to the old system. The old system was raceable. Yeah, it had there was issues with it, but at least you could race. I mean, this is just, I know there's a few top racers now that are saying they're not even going to do the sport mode races, they're not going to do any of the races until these issues are fixed and sorted out, and I 100% agree with them. I'll still do the odd race because I want to get footage from my channel. There was one race which was a bit chaotic, which even with the issues that I found in the game, it was quite a fun race, so I will get that uploaded probably after I've done tomorrow's video with regards to the issue with the M4, or it could be every car. I don't know whether it's just something to do with the fuel, that it's not, something isn't working right with the fuel, and if you drive the car a certain way, you just literally have unfair advantage. And when I show you guys the video just how much of an unfair advantage it is, it's laughable that it's in the game. It shouldn't be in the game. It shouldn't even be allowed. The way it just makes no sense. It's the most unrealistic thing I've seen in a game. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the little video that I've done. I mean, hopefully someone at Polyphony can see these videos that people are putting out with how bad the penalty system is, and someone will listen, because at the moment it really does put people off from racing on this game with the penalty system in this state. Anyway guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and make sure you hit that notification button so you do not miss any videos. Also, give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with more videos on Project Cars 2, Assetto Course and GT Sport very soon. Thanks again for watching.